It's Mom and Pop Video Shop.
Welcome to the Mom and Pop Video Shop. I am your clerk, Joel.
And I am your better-looking clerk, Tyson.
Well, yeah, duh. So, we are here, actually, from your point of view, this review will be our weekly movie recommendation, or review, because actually a couple of the ones that we got coming up here, I don't know that I'll be recommending as highly. We'll see. I know, I'm breaking the streak of being, shills for movies that are like 35 years old. But, this one, we actually have already covered. You just never saw the original.
And for what it's worth, I don't remember it, so still have no idea what this is.
So, that being said, for this particular review, we are covering...
Can't Hardly Wait.
Hardly Wait, which again, we've already done once before, about a month and a half ago, and we're doing it again. And that's because Joel made a faux pas with the focus.
Apparently, we can wait.
Apparently. So, to read it off of the back of the box, it's graduation day at Huntington... I've already done this once.
It's a tough one.
It's graduation day at Huntington Hills High. A time for pomp and circumstance, tassels, and mortar boards. Is that like motorboarding?
We did this before.
I know. I
don't
honestly don't
know what
remember.
the mortarboard is either.
Yeah, okay. And serious introspection about the future. But tonight, the seniors will leave all that behind for the things that really matter. Romance, revenge, and rock and roll. Ethan Embry, Charlie Korsmo, Lauren Ambrose, Peter Facinelli, I think is how you pronounce it, Seth Green, and Jennifer Love Hewitt star in one raucous comedy about the ultimate teen party, a once-in-a-lifetime alternative universe where class nerds become class studs, super jocks are humiliated, and freshman crushes blossom into grown-up romance. From prom queen to bimbo, from meathead to bisfit. Pissfit? What's a pissfit?
Well...
I don't know what you're into, man. From meathead to misfit, everyone will be there for a hormone-charged bash, tapped for out-of-control fun. See, here's the thing. Being an almost 50-year-old with braces, that's my excuse.
I get it.
It makes it hard to speak. So,
and that, holy shit, that needed chapters.
It did.
That
it really
particular
did.
back-of-the-box synopsis.
And as it tells you in the tagline, this is an event, 18 years in the making. So when this came out, I was actually in my early 20s. I've been like 23-ish. You would have been 12. Right?
No, I was either a junior or senior in high school.
See, I feel like, so did you see this when it came out?
I did. It hit a little bit different for me.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't remember what you even rated this, but I know that you're a giant fan of this.
Yes.
I'll say that it was fine for me, but I haven't seen it in forever. Probably since I was a senior in high school.
Yeah, because it's interesting. I saw it, and again, it's a few years after I'm out of high school, and I don't know. And actually, I don't think I don't know.
I did not see this in the theater.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I didn't see it in the theater, and I don't think I saw it for a couple of years. This is probably like early 2000s that I finally saw it. So I'm like, now in my mid-20s. Something about it, though, and I think it was because the filmmakers, I don't know if they're a husband and wife team or just like partners, like friends, Deborah Kaplan and Harry Elfont. I feel like they might be a husband and wife team, but I could be wrong on that. So correct me if I'm wrong in the comment. Whatever. But they did Josie and the Pussycats,
right? Which
I don't remember seeing because I remember the time it got really panned. But I saw this video someone did on YouTube talking about how it was just a movie that was like ahead of its time. Mm-hmm. That it's one of those like, watching it now, it plays like really well,
right?
So I need to revisit that one. But I think I remember interviews with them and them talking about how influenced by they were by John Hughes movies and stuff like that.
Sure.
So at the time, I really wanted to see it. And being a Hughes fan. So, and it does. To me, this is one of the most Hughesian movies that Hughes had nothing to do with.
So just a quick question.
Yeah.
Did you and Mr. Seaver happen to bring this up?
No. Funnily enough, now you funnily enough, no.
Go back a few weeks, and I think we got a video.
Yeah, as we record this, it's been a couple weeks, but probably by the time they see it, it'll be like a couple months. But back in the archives, Chris Seaver joined me for a top teen movies of the comedies of the 1980s, not just movies, because obviously
I didn't realize it was the 80s, so that's probably why.
Yeah, the 80s. Although, to be fair, and the key was that they couldn't be John Hughes movies, but one of the movies ended up somewhat violating that because he was, I think, the writer on it. And then also a couple of the movies I think that Chris picked were 1990, which if I realized we were gonna bend the rules like that, I would have done the same. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
But yeah, we covered some really good ones in that. Some obscure, some not so. But yeah, so Can't Hardly Wait, for me, it's just a fun comedy. Rewatching it, I rewatched it with my kids. I honestly weird. I don't know. Normally they'll tell me if they really like something or not. I don't remember them saying one way or the other how they felt about it.
So my when I think about Can't Hardly Wait, I don't remember necessarily. I know I saw it my senior year, but that's not what I remember about it. I just remember that after we watched it, like my core group of friends, it became like this mission that our senior year they wanted to throw a party that rivaled. Like that was the blueprint of the senior party they wanted to. I don't think we got to that.
You did not achieve that. I don't think so. But the thing I love the most in this, in that I think Ethan Embry. First off, I think he's one of the like underrated actors in my opinion.
Sure.
I think we may have talked about this last time. Was The Devil's Candy?
Oh yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
and
it hardly even looks like him. First of all,
no.
he's
like a death metal
character.
Guy.
Yeah.
Jennifer Love Hewitt is great in this. I always thought she was great. Pretty much everything. I love Peter Facinelli, who is totally like Tom Cruise's clone.
Right.
Like it's like every time I watch him, God, that guy. I know that's why they picked him, but holy crap.
And shall we talk about Seth Green?
Oh, dude. You know you love my flavor. Special K is honestly Seth Green to me is a legend.
He's fantastic.
He's great. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter whether it was this or Austin Powers or Buffy or any of the other things that he's been involved in. He even produced a show that my kids loved. I don't know if you and your daughter ever watched it, Buddy Thunderstruck. It's on Netflix. I've heard of it, yeah. Dude, it's hilarious. It's meant for kids, but it's legit funny.
And he pops up in a few episodes. Horror fans, if you watch Holliston, Adam Green's Holliston, he's a recurring character in some of those as well. It's kind of fun
okay.
Too.
Yeah. And Idle Hands, if you remember that
of
one.
Course.
Yeah, I mean, the guy, I feel like Seth Green, it's funny because I think he and I are pretty close to the exact same age. And it's like in my head, though.
Which is funny because I perpetually think of him as a senior in high school.
Yes, that's what I'm going to say. And maybe it's because he always has looked young.
Yeah.
But he just, in my mind, I always think of him as being way younger than me. Mm-hmm. But I think we're almost exactly the same age. So Lauren Ambrose, I think she's great. I've always liked her. I like her. I feel like I knew a lot of girls like her too. That like snarky, sarcastic. You know, they're outcasts. They're pretty, but they're also kind of outcast. It's sort of like a character that Janine Garofalo would have played. If you remember Janine Garofalo, like in Reality Bites, that kind of thing. Charlie Korsmo, who is, I always feel like he's best known probably for What About Bob, the Richard Dreyfuss' son.
Yes.
Who's obsessed with death. And he's great in this too. Like everybody's great in this movie. So, fantastic film. Let us know in the comments if you've seen it, what you think of Can't Hardly Wait. And as per usual, if you don't like it, keep it to yourself. I'm just kidding. You could totally say you don't like it. For me, it's a 4 taper.
Oh, really?
Okay. It's weird. I think maybe last time I said 5, but I got thinking about it. It's like, I need to be more judicious in my use of the 5 tape thing.
Yeah.
Because like a 4 tape means I'm willing to pay late fees and keep it, and I'd probably go rent it multiple times. And I totally would have done that. Now, I do own it. But yeah, I don't know. 5 tape to me should be like, you know, up here.
Freddy Got Fingered.
Totally that.
Yeah.
Or Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. Either one. But yeah, Can't Hardly Wait, 4 taper for me. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Be sure to like, share, subscribe to the videos. The channel's growing. I think last time I checked, and we're far to pass it.
I think we're above the 800.
Yeah, we're above 800. So thank you to all of you. Absolutely.
Yes, gluttons for punishment that you are.
Yeah, really. But I mean, I think this might be the year. We might get past the 1K. We'll see.
It could be.
It'd be kind of cool. But yeah, and then obviously it goes without saying, and we'll put this in the show note description. But if you're in a spooky kind of mood and you like things that smell nice,
look at you. Check out my candle business, Phantom Foundry Wax Company at phantomfoundrywax.com, or you can find me on Etsy or Instagram.
Which we will put all the links right here below.
Horror fans or fans of macabre gallows humor,
yes,
I think would dig my candles.
And for the YouTube gods, this is not a paid sponsorship.
Yeah,
it's just something he's doing.
It's my stuff. Get out my face.
So, but we got the channel. We want you guys to know about it. And honestly,
and look, somewhere down here because we did a commercial not too long ago.
And our buddy for Corey from Wilkie's Movies and Music. I think sorry, Corey, if I just butchered that.
So, yeah.
I didn't look that up before I came up with this. But I know he's bought several of your candles.
He has.
And he seems to really like them. I have actually bought some of my friends' candles. I know. Yeah. So, but I can vouch for it.
Do I
Good
get
stuff.
to tell you how many tapes this is, or should I just go F myself?
Oh, if you want to try to remember from like a gajillion years ago.
Well, that's why I always say my standard is, I know I didn't hate it, so I'm going to go with a 3 because it's been 2.
And I think for most people, it's going to probably be in a 3. I feel like either you have nostalgia for it, And again, it's weird that I have nostalgia for it because I feel like if this had come out when I was in high school, I would really love it.
It would be fun for somebody that's never seen it to watch it and let us know.
Like I said, my kids they love Seth Green. Like, duh, of course they did. But yeah, so can't hardly wait. Let us know. And until next time, remember at Mom and Pop's, our love of...
I Know What You Did Last Summer
never stops.
Mom and Pop's Video Show.